Alright, what's happening everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to today's vlog. Here to wrap things up with my top 5 prospects for each position for the 2012 NFL Draft. Today, wrapping things up with my top 5 special teams players overall. Kickers, punters, return specialists, you name it, I have it within this top 5. Now, all these players I'm going to mention today, I believe that they're going to go in the way later rounds, 5th, 6th rounds, maybe 4th round selection for the 2012 NFL Draft. Starting it off at number 5, I'm going to go with Georgia's Drew Butler, the star punter. The kid averaged over 45 yards per punt and had 61 total punts within the 20-yard line. He was a Ray Guy Award given to the nation's top punter in the nation as a sophomore. And he had a great career at Georgia, and he was an all-SEC performer for 3 seasons. At number 4, I'm going to go with Chris Rainey out of Florida. Now, the reason why I have him at number 4 is that he's going to really try to pursue being that scat back for most of these teams and being a good all-purpose player, catching passes outside the backfield and trying to get a starting job as a running back or as receiver for any of these teams in the NFL. But I really think he's going to utilize his skills mainly as a special teams player, kicking, returning kicks and punts for any team in the NFL. But I think he's going to focus more on being more an offensive weapon than a special team as a return specialist. That's why I have him at number 4. Some people might actually have him in the top 2 of this category. At number 3, I'm going to go with Brian Anger, the punter out of Cal. He averaged 44 yards per punt and had 79 punts within the 20-yard line throughout his career in this Pac-12 conference. And this is a pretty good conference, and I think this is a great kicker. I think he's going to make it in the 5th round for this year's NFL Draft. At number 2, I'm going to go with Georgia's Blair Welch, the kicker. He averaged over 70% in his kicks, and he had a lot of kicks with over 50 yards. Also, he only missed 1 extra point throughout his career in college football in that tough SEC conference, especially in the SEC conference being the strongest conference in college football. A lot of block kicks, a lot of special team surprises in that conference, but he stayed focused, and he was a good, pretty accurate kicker for the Georgia Bulldogs. And at number 1, my number 1 special teams player, I'm going to go with return specialist Damaris Johnson out of Tulsa. This kid was a do-everything player for that Tulsa team. He was running the football as a running back, catching balls outside the backfield as a receiver. He was a leading all-purpose player, and he was a great all-around player. This kid had 4 returns as touchdowns throughout his career in college football for the Golden Hurricanes. 2 punt returns and 2 kickoff returns, averaging 25.4 yards per kickoff and 12 yards per punt return. So this is going to be a decent a return specialist for any team in the NFL, and maybe if he works a lot hard, he could be a good slot receiver in the NFL. And I really think this is a great kid. He had a couple of off-the-field issues with the school, academic-wise, and troubles outside the field, a couple of mistakes, but I really think he should brush that. He will brush that off, and he will be a great special teams player for any team in the NFL. That's why I have him at my number 1. He was just a straight skilled player. He would do anything for his team, and that's why I really like his determination. So I'm going to go with Damaris Johnson of Tulsa. This kid's a great kid. Now, for the next 32 days, you're going to see me every day talking about each pick for the first round of the 2012 NFL's Draft, starting with tomorrow with the number 1 overall selection given to the Indianapolis Colts. Thank you for watching this vlog from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.